This next list is all of my chemical dividend stocks. So that includes chemical manufacturing as well as paint, plastic, rubber. I think that's it. But chemical manufacturing itself is quite vague. Can have quite a lot of different products or services that are provided by each company. But just the chemical industry in general. So there's 13 in total. Got 7 from the USA, 4 from Germany, 1 from Austria, and 1 from Norway. But the Norwegian one is on the US markets, as far as I know. I think that happens quite a lot with my Canadian stocks as well. That they're on the American market. Because I've tried to buy companies on the Toronto Stock Exchange, but I can't, unfortunately. But hopefully somewhere down the line that will become an option. Anyway, the first one, Air Products and Chemicals. Ticker symbol is APD. It's about $258 per share at the moment. So it's an industrial gases company providing essential industrial gases, related equipment and applications to customers in various industries, including refining, chemical, metals, electronics, manufacturing, and food and beverages. It's also a supplier of liquefied natural gas process technology and equipment. So it's based in the US, has a dividend yield of 2.22%, pays a dividend every quarter, and the last one I received was for $1.28 per share. So its quarterly profit margin is close to 19%, and its annual profit margin is about 21%. Its quarterly debt to assets is 51%, and its annual debt to assets is about 52%. And its annual cash flow from operating is 3.26 billion. From investing is negative 3.56 billion, but from financing is 3.28 billion. Number 2 is Albemarle. Ticker symbol is ALB. So it's about $215 per share at the moment. And it's a global developer, manufacturer and marketer of highly engineered specialty chemicals. So it operates through 3 segments, which are lithium, bromine specialties and catalysts. So lithium segment develops lithium-based material for a wide range of industries and end markets. The bromine specialty segment is focused on bromine and bromine-based business. And the catalyst segment consists of 3 main product lines, which are clean fuel technologies, which is primarily composed of hydroprocessing catalysts, which are HPC, together with isomerization and acylation catalysts, which are fluidized catalytic cracking, catalysts and additives, and performance catalyst solutions. So Albemarle is based in the US, has a dividend yield of about 0.65% at the moment, so it's not great. It pays a quarterly dividend, but at the moment I have not received none from them. Its quarterly profit margin is about 55%, and its annual profit margin is about 12%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 42, closer to 43% over the last quarter, and over the last year is about 59%. So its annual cash flow from operating is about 798 million, from investing is negative 863 million, and from financing is about 177 million. Next we have BASF. Ticker symbol is BAS. It's about €61 per share at the moment. It's based in Germany, and it's in the plastics and rubber industry. So it operates through 6 segments, which include chemicals, materials, industrial solutions, surface technologies, nutrition and care, and agricultural solutions. Dividend yield is about 5%, and it pays a dividend once a year, but I haven't received one yet. Its quarterly profit margin is about 8% over the last quarter, and over the last year is negative 1.79%. Its debt to assets over the last quarter is about 55%, and over the last year is about 58%. And its annual cash flow from operating is 5.42 billion, from investing is negative 1.9 billion, and from financing is negative 1.56 billion. Next is Carlisle Companies. Ticker symbol is CSL. I'm not sure if that's Coase or Companies. Yeah, Carlisle Companies. So it's about $201 per share at the moment. It's based in the US, and it's also in the plastics and rubber industry. It's a global manufacturer of engineered products. So it designs, manufactures and markets a range of products that serve a range of markets, including energy, agriculture, mining, construction, aerospace and defense electronics, medical technology, transportation, protective coatings, wood, and auto refinishing. Its dividend yield is about 1% at the moment. It pays a dividend. I actually don't have any information on its dividend at the moment. I think it might be quite a new one. Must have been added in recently enough. So its profit margin for the last quarter is about 8.5%, and over the last year is about 7.5%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 58%. Over the last year is about 56%, closer to 57%. And its annual cash flow from operating is 696 million. From investing is negative 122 million, but from financing is for negative 24.7 million. And it has a positive earnings per share. That's good. Anyway, next one. Cropenergies. Ticker symbol is CE2. It's about €11 per share at the moment, based in Germany. And it's a manufacturer of bio-ethanol from cereals and sugar beet. So as a byproduct of bioethanol, the company also produces various food and animal feed products, such as Protewains, a liquid protein animal feed for feeding ruminants and pigs, as well as high-grade dry stillage protein animal feed, produced by drying and in some cases by pelletization. Its current dividend yield is about 3.49%, and it pays an annual dividend. The last one I received was for 26 cents per share in euro. Its quarterly profit margin is close to 14%, and annually is close to 10%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 26%, and its annual debt to assets is about 24%. And its cash flow from operating over the last year is 105 million. From investing is negative 82 million, and from financing is negative 29 million. Next we have Dow. Ticker symbol is DOW. So it's about $56 per share at the moment, and it's in the plastics and rubber industry. Its company's portfolio of plastics, industrial intermediates, coatings and silicones businesses. It delivers a range of science-based products and solutions for its customers in various market segments, which includes packaging, infrastructure, mobility and customer care. Its dividend yield is about 4.5%, and it pays a quarterly dividend. The last one I received was for 59 cents per share. So its quarterly profit margin is about 13%, and over the last year is about 3%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 75%, and over the last year is about 80%, 79.77. And its annual cash flow from operating is 6.23 billion, from investing is negative 841 million, and from financing is negative 2.76 billion. Next, we have FMC Corporation. Ticker symbol is FMC. It's about $94 per share at the moment. It's based in the US, and it's an agricultural sciences company, so it provides solutions to growers with a product portfolio integrated with discovery and development pipeline in crop protection, plant health, and pest and turf management. So it operates in a single business segment and develops, markets, and sells 3 classes of crop protection chemicals, which are insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides. So things to kill insects, certain plant life, and fungus. Its dividend yield is about 2% at the moment, and FMC pays a quarterly dividend. The last one I received was for 41 cents per share. So its quarterly profit margin is about 16%. Its annual profit margin is about 12%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 71%, and over the last year is about 71% as well. And its annual cash flow from operating is about 647 million, from investing is negative 169 million, and from financing is negative 250 million. Next we have Henkel, and this is the preferred shares. I think I bought these ones by accident, but they're in the mix now, so I'll keep them in. But I also have Henkel. I think its ticker symbol is just HEN. I have to add that in later on. But this one, Henkel Preferred Shares, is HEN3. It's close to €78 per share at the moment, based in Germany, and it's engaged in the consumer and industrial business. Its segments include adhesives for consumers, craftsmen and building, industrial adhesives, beauty care, and laundry and home care. Operates in Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Africa and the Middle East, North America, Latin America, and the Asia Pacific. Its current dividend yield is about 2.23%, and it pays an annual dividend. The last one I received was for €1.36 per share. So its quarterly profit margin is about 9.5%, and over the last year is about 7%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 40%, and over the last year is about 41%. And its annual cash flow from operating is about 3 billion, from investing is negative 1.26 billion, and from financing is negative 1.47 billion. Next we have Linde. Ticker symbol is LIN, and this is actually my only quarterly paying German dividend stock. So it's about €258 per share, based in Germany, and it's engaged in the industrial gases manufacturing business, operating through 3 segments, which are gases, engineering, and other. The other segment comprises logistics services of the company's subsidiary Gist, which specializes in the distribution of chilled food and beverages. Its current dividend yield is about 2%, pays every quarter, and the last one I received was for 89 cents per share in euro. There doesn't seem to be much more. It doesn't seem to be much of the balance sheet the annual and quarterly information that the other ones have. And I hadn't actually noticed that feature before. Maybe that's new. Anyway, next one, OMV. Ticker symbol is also OMV. It's about €49 per share at the moment, based in Austria, and it's an integrated oil and gas company operating through two segments which are upstream and downstream. Upstream focuses on exploration, development and production of oil and gas in 5 core regions, and the downstream segment comprises 2 business units which are downstream oil and downstream gas. Its current dividend yield is about 4%, and it pays an annual dividend. The last one I received was for €1.34 per share. Sorry, my throat is still a little bit sore, but at least I'm at the end of my sickness. So its quarterly profit margin is about 9%, and its annual profit margin is about 8%. Quarterly debt to assets is about 74%, and its annual debt to assets is about 72%. And its annual cash flow from operating is $3.14 billion, from investing is about negative $6 billion, and from financing is $2.81 billion. Third from the end, we have PPG Industries. Ticker symbol is PPG. So it's about $146 per share at the moment, based in the US, and it manufactures and distributes a range of coatings and specialty materials. It has 2 segments which are performance coatings and industrial coatings. So performance coatings are refinish, aerospace, protective and marine, architectural businesses. And the industrial coating segment includes automotive original equipment manufacturer, which is called the OEM. I've never heard that before. Industrial coatings, packaging coatings, coating services, and specialty coatings and materials businesses. Its current dividend yield is about 1.46%, and it pays a dividend every quarter. The last one I received was for 46 cents per share. So its quarterly profit margin is about 10%, and over the last year is about 7%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about 72%, and its annual debt to assets is about 71%. And its annual cash flow from operating is about $2.11 billion. From investing is negative $1.45 billion, and from financing is negative $59 million. Second last, SherwinWilliams. Ticker symbol is SHW. So it's about $290 per share at the moment, based in the US, and it's engaged in the development, manufacture, distribution and sale of paint, coatings and related products. Its current dividend yield is 0.72%, so it's not great. Pays a dividend every quarter, and the last one I received was for 46 cents per share. That's the same as the last one. And so PPG and SherwinWilliams paid the same dividend per share at the moment. So its quarterly profit margin is about 12%, and annually it's about 11%. Its debt to assets over the last quarter is about 86%, and over the last year is about 82%. And its annual cash flow from operating is $3.41 billion, from investing is negative $322 million, and from financing is negative $3 billion. And the last one on this list is Yara International. Ticker symbol is YARIY. It's about $23 per share at the moment. This is the one that's based in Norway, but I think it's on the US market. It's on the OTC Markets. It still says US. These things always confuse me. So it's a Norway-based company that produces, distributes and sells nitrogen-based mineral fertilizers and related industrial products. So its segments include crop nutrition, industrial and production. Its dividend yield is about 4.5%. It's a nice earnings per share. And Yara International pays an annual dividend, but I haven't received one from them yet. Its quarterly profit margin is about 14%, and over the last year is about 6%. Its quarterly debt to assets is 54%, and over the last year is about 51%. And its annual cash flow from operating is about 2.05 billion. From investing is 248 million, and from financing is negative 1.23 billion. So that's it for all the chemical manufacturing dividend stocks. It's quite a lot of industries. It's not too diversified amongst different countries, and it has more in the US than any other country, which is pretty typical for this portfolio at the moment. Yeah, there's quite a lot of different businesses and industries. Sorry, not industries, specialties. And a couple of them don't have very good dividends, but 5%, it's not bad at all, but it does only pay once a year, as far as I know, Yara International. So I don't think this would be a very good portfolio for very heavy income. But we'll see as time goes on. Anyway, that's it for this one, and I hope that you found this useful.